I am having the fun.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the stream that I am entirely not prepared for, because I thought I could eat my food before I was ready to go, and my food is still hot, so I cannot eat the food, which is a bit annoying, but that's okay. I can eat and play. I can multitask. It's fine. Hello, hello. That is the wrong screen. That's the right one. There we go. Hello and good evening. Shadow, hello, hello. I hope you're having a good time. Katapa, hello, hello. Emble, yeah, do be very careful with posting things. It's a good job to probably start things out there, but I hope your dinner is good. And Glebe here, hello, hello. Good evening. To lurk or not to lurk? Well, you have mentioned your presence now, so you are no longer lurking. Unless you want to go to lurking, and then you can lurk around. That's fine. Just broke your factory? Oh dear. What did you do? What have you done? What have you done to it? Let me load up my game. Yeah. Nom 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 nom. Right, let's put that over there. Let it cool down a bit. Ah, you've done exactly what I did. You did the whole I will have to rebuild that, so let's rebuild it, and as I'm rebuilding it the factory stops working. Hopefully you've got enough conveyor belts to build the thing you want to build though, because I didn't. I ran out of conveyor belts, and of course because my factory was stopped I couldn't make any more conveyor belts, so I was manually carting stuff around to get things working. Tell us, remember you work in the factory. I don't work in the factory, I am the factory. I am the factory. We are one. We have always been one. Oh yes, oh yes. There were some things we need to do, which I did ask everyone to remember last time I streamed. So I hope you've all remembered that, because I don't. So yeah. I know it's hellothere. I know we've got to do hellothere processing. Also wouldn't mind getting some research going, because the oil is going to run out sometime fairly soon, so we definitely have to do something about that. Let's go over but I do hope everyone has been having a fantastic day and that everything has been awesome on this Wednesday or Thursday if you're from the future. Strange futuristic people. So we need to obviously get this going over here. These need to move and these need to go over here. So we need computer parts and CPUs and belts. So it's just 3 belts we need here, so we don't need any more. There's just 3 additional products that are required here, which are hydraulic pistons, whatever that one and whatever that one will be, which will be CPU and machine parts, but whatever order they will be in. All the rest is just a copy paste from that one over there, so that's fine. I would also like to get research going, because the pump jack efficiency means we get free oil from the oil ones there. However, that's easy to do. Yeah, we don't really have tech and rods coming up here. That would require tech and stuff to make. That's okay, we kind of have that coming up here. Yeah, so I'd like to do it here, but we'd have to bring down some additional. I mean, we are bringing tech and rods here, so the Tlux site is going to go here, which is the CPUs. The Tlux site things are CPUs, and then the last one is this one, which can go anywhere here realistically, because it just needs polymer. It needs some things that, so it could actually go further down here. It could go before all these guys. I might put it on the end of this one here, like this. And then when we make all the CPUs and stuff, they're kind of going to be made here. So the belt's going to have to go either down between these two or towards the end. But then we would potentially have everything to stick in a little science lab here. By little, I literally mean one science lab, like just enough buildings to build one science pack, one, you know, whatever, just to sit the science over, because the pump jack efficiency will give us free oil, and that means we won't use up our oil things as much, so that's good to do. Do I need... Yeah, that needs CPU, so I need to get the telexite done before we do that. Okay, where are lines? Right. So what do we need to do? The bots are done. I haven't delivered all the robots I need to deliver today. We are delivering 1 million credits worth of robots a day. Our profits are actually hit 1 million a day, which is fantastic. Fantastic. So, things that need doing. We need to do more vein mining because we are not currently mining enough resources to keep up with the factory. Science. The Seluxite stuff we need to do as well. That's kind of it, and then we've got to do the so that's what we need to do. Start the process for the CPUs, more vein mining. I also need to do the robot parts, but robot parts are easy. Let's do robot parts right now. Let's do robot Let's do robot parts right now, shall we? There. So if I take that away. Could definitely come in closer than that. Right. What are you powering? You are coming here. You come across to there. And you go and power the Teluxite, and you power the oil system over there. So we do need to run power along here. However, I don't want to do that one across because this is where the assembly lines are going to go. This one could split and go that way. Kind of in the way of those. This isn't going to be here anymore. This will be elsewhere. So that's... You aren't needed anymore. No, you aren't needed anymore. So get rid of you, and you, and you. And you guys are not needed anymore. That's grass. Oh well, we'll put grass in there. That's fine. There you go. Doesn't matter. Yeah, this is all good. This is all working. None of this is running out. None of this is on there. Some of you have stopped, and I'm confused as to why you stopped. No power. No power. There is power. There's power here. Oh. There you go. Now you're connected again. Okay, right, that's fine. You have no power. That's fine because you no longer need to exist. That's fine. So, how many CPUs do we need? Not CPUs, robot parts. $1,800. Oh wow. Oh wow. So that's where most of our electronic components go. 225 assemblers. I don't think it will fit in where I want to put it. Yeah, because I was thinking of putting it here. It's not going to fit here unless we make it go all the way back over there somewhere. Because we have to bring in 3 lines of that. That's fine. We've got 5 lines of this to come in here, but 3 lines needs to go in there. So I need to split it. Or 2 lines, so 3 lines. Need to split it at least 3 times. What's 225 divided by 3? Calculator. 225, no, not 1,000. 225 divided by 3 is 85 each. So I need to run 85 long, 3 strips of them. Assemblers, 85 assemblers. Right, we'd start here. We'd start at minus 40. Well, those ones down there might be starting a bit closer than that, but whatever. Let's line it up with what we have here. We'd start at minus 40. Uh, 85. That's 225. So 225 plus 40 means we go to minus 265. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Here. That's where the lines would stop from there, come out to here. That's just making robot parts. And that gives us 1.4 belts of robots. 1.5 belts of robot parts. Wonder, hello. How many CPUs do we need? There's no power to the great part of the factory. Yes, there is. What? What part of the factory doesn't have power? I mean 90 chemical compressors. That's 45. We could get 45 in there. That's 20 there. You know, I'll do that in one run. This all has power, doesn't it? Yep, this is all powered. This is all powered. Yeah, the factory's powered. The power comes from down there along to here, and comes down that step there to those. So, yeah, they're powered. They're running. Yep, everything's powered. This bit here, well, I'm destroying this anyway. This doesn't need power. This is doing nothing. So. I was thinking where I can put the thing because I don't know. The problem is if I need that many, I couldn't come back here and do them either because we'd run into stuff. So yeah, they're connected underneath under the water there. So yeah. So that would be why you haven't seen that there. So that power line might as well just stay there. This we're not gonna. If we do put it in here, it'd have to go all the way down. I mean, 3 lines isn't a lot because I mean it's going to be quite wide. It's going to be like, what's this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wide. So it's going to be 30 wide, 265 long. But that's not awful. If that makes sense. Might as well leave that in there and just expand that along. Which does mean we'd have to change this again, but that's okay. Right, so we can only come up to like this point here. We can't go any further than this point here. So that is as far as we're allowed to build. You can go away. I don't thank you. So can we get 10 in there? Oh, yeah, we can get 10 in there. Okay. Then we do 10 here. So if that's the middle row, that'd be the middle row. And then we do another row there, another row there. We just have to, these 3 lines that come off are in the correct place anyway. We'll just do another 3 lines there and have it come back that way. And another 3 lines and have it come back that way. And then merge all of them together in a box at the end here somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do that though. The box will want to sit in there. Actually, that'd be easy. You can come along and go through there. There is a gap there. Yep, but don't you go down there. You can come this way, and then that one can come down and connect to that one. There. So the box can sit in there. Let's do that. Let's put a box in. Let's say there. Now you can't load from there, can you? No. That might actually work. Because these will not be coming in like that. They'll be coming in on the floor. Yeah, they're coming in on the floor because we take off here and come down. Oh, this is awkward as well because I've got belts going left and right here because of the factory. Didn't I merge all these lines together? Yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I just haven't gone around and actually fixed the stuff there. So, for instance, the polymer line would go to here, and oh look, it can't do anything because there's already a splitter there to load that polymer. So, the irony is what Shadow was saying last stream, or the stream before, where my balancers that are on this side, because they're loading that side, should be on the other side so they conform with the rest, actually makes perfect sense. And I should have been doing that. But we can do that, and that's fine. And then these ones, when they come out, they go down to the floor. These ones only go down by one, and go along. So they just sit under the belts. And then these ones will go down to the floor. So, let's just try that here with this here. I do also need to, yes, you was correct. You was correct. You must have known. You must have had the foresight. That will go that way. I don't think this will work anyway, because I need access to stuff that's got splitters in it right here. So look, if I put a thing there, I need access to like we'd have to have access to components there, but there's already splitters here on the components. Let me contemplate and eat some more food before I forget to get cold. Okay. What if we got rid of all the splitters here that go this way, that come down the bus and turn to the right? We got rid of all of that there, and the bus can go to the left. And then, after it's done its turny junction thing up here, and it turns this way, we then tap off of here and run belts down there, and then they filter into wherever it wants to go to, into there to feed our factory. They'd all start here, so we just grab one of each one and just do like, we need 8 lines, so eight and mini the bus that goes that way, and then our assemblers can start like here somewhere away from that junction. Because they're actually one above this, our belts here that are coming in. Most of these are at 139. This bus is at 138, I believe. Yes. So we could split and go above and then run a line along here. We'd have to move this power pole. That will not be difficult. And then the belts come down. And like the first one that we'll do will be this one, and then we'll just turn it, and then the next one we'll do thermalite, turns in there, circuit boards, advanced circuits, electronic components, machine parts. The Techum is coming from the other side, so we don't have to worry about that, and then we'd have to bring in plates as well. These ones are actually splitting from here, which is opposite of this one. So this all works fine. It's just after this point here. So it's from this point forward. So those we could leave. They're not a problem at all. So that's along the line of nuke the entire site in orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Which I don't really think is going to work for us here. So I'd rather not do that if possible. Still need to move the power lines though. So let's look at that. Let's look at moving the power lines. So give me you. And if you were to be level with where you actually are, where are you? You are here, which is 374. You came this way, so you'd have to stop there because that's the closest you can get, because there's no way you can reach through there. No, so stop there. Then go on. You can reach quite far. You could jump over to there and then just connect to that one and go down. Because I don't need it for the, well, I mean, powering the Tullux up wouldn't hurt us anyway. That'd be fine. Or I can move this pole in, but then again, there's no pole here for that, technically. So if I did this, gone, I'd be gone. That should shut down that whole place. There should be no power here now. Right? No power. We'll just run a underground connection between there and there. But we need the high voltage going that way anyway. So we come in here. Annoyingly, where this Techum is. Can't really move the Techum as well. Well, kind of can actually, because Techum's only used in this one. Techum's only used in this one. The Techum could absolutely. Not space in my inventory. Why? Sand, be gone. Dirt, be gone. So what if we did an output there, an input there? You would come out, connect to that. So we can get rid of EU, which is you. take them. And go into there. Like that. Awesome. Okay. And of course I destroyed the dirt, and I want to grab some dirt now, I think. Let's grab a bit of dirt there. Might have to get rid of that tree, I'm afraid. Oh. That's as far as it can go. Let me go over here. That's as far as it can go there. And then it should be able to connect to that guy. But it can't because it's blocked by a tree. However, that guy might also be able to move over a little bit. Of course, I can't remember where these ones are. So here. There. And then you connect to there. We could have gone angular, but I want to leave that there because then I can put the transformer back in here. He says confidently. But oh, there you go. And then you can get powered by the transformer. Here we go. That gets rid of this redundancy here. Which now means that we can run a bus from there up. Basically right up against the edge of this. And then turn in. If you brought it... Well, we can't bring it down one. It would have to be up by one, but it could go... Turn in and go down because it's got over top thing, so... Let's do that. This is steel. What is steel doing here? Steel is making pipes. But we need steel in two... No, we don't. This has got its own steel line. We only need steel in one place. So what do we need? Not any of them. We need 0 fail plates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different things. Okay. Okay. So. Went straight along, you would plug into there. That's what we want. Okay. You come back. And you will go to the steel line. I don't know where the steel line is. I need to remake all these lines, so I need to empty some of my inventory out. I don't know how to empty inventory out. I don't have any space to go there. Yep, the steel line has been broken for a very long time. That's okay. That's okay. I think it was broken because I was doing the polymer thing. Steel is making pipes. There's a few other things in here that are shut down, so they don't necessarily be needed. But okay, let's just remove all of this here. Here. Okay, and then we are going to run belts along to there. The steel line was broken when I was explaining the logic stuff the other day. We had the polymer going round and round in circles, and I broke the steel line there. And I didn't repair it. I don't know why I didn't repair it. I just didn't. I didn't feel like it. I think that was the main reason. But I should repair it because we do need it. that should be it. That should be everything we need to run the bus. So these lines here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines can do the bots, and then assemblers require 3 additional lines for other things. I hope they don't require anything else that I've missed. Let's actually look at just the construction thing, shall we? So let's see here. So nothing's out of the ordinary there. Nope, that needs a barrel, and a barrel is made using ferro plates, so we have that. That's fine. Okay. Weapon components we have. Mining drills we don't have. How do we make mining drills? They are machine parts. We have all those on the bus. That's fine. And the last one, no, none of them need like Tekken or something, so we're good. Yeah. The power? Okay. So, you are our first one, which is steel. Go back to the steel. Then. You are hydraulic pistons. Go there. You are thermalite sheets, which are this is not going to work. This is not going to work. I have a splitter and then a thing coming up. I can't have a belt next to it. So if we were to do thermalite sheets like this, for instance, put on the splitter for pipes can't come up to connect to it. So I have to do them in order of the bus type, don't I? So then they have to. Then how are they going to get to themselves? So this one do advanced machine parts, which would be fine, it will come down here, but then the steel one will come down here and want to turn into all these ones here. Unless I go underneath, but then I can't go underneath because some of these have to go above because we put these lines in here. So they have to come in at the higher level. So the first one's going to come all the way down to the end. That's typical. I know what we can do. I know exactly what we can do. We'll go underneath. We'll go underneath. Okay. And then everything can come up to wherever it needs to go to and then go along. Like it can come in, it can turn and then come up, although no, that won't work because the very first line that's going to come all the way across is going to be iron, which is in the way, although iron will be down below. So stuff can come up. No, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. So we want to come underneath here. And you'll come all the way along to here. And then you'll come up that and turn into the one you want to do there. Let's disconnect all of these. Okay, going. You will have a downslope there. I'll do that afterwards, okay? So then the next one is machine parts. Find out where machine parts go. They go here. Let's go up by 2 instead. Boom. Okay. Like that. There we go. Just like that. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Okay. Next one is steel. Steel only has to go to here. Oops. Okay. Come on. And steel. Okay. Next line is advanced machine parts. They are here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Right, okay. What's the next one? Hover engines we don't need. Electronic components. And that's where it all falls apart. That's where it all falls apart. So, I might be able to swap them 2 lines. We'll do that. You want electronic components, don't you? No, you want. Second one is machine parts. This is going to become machine parts, okay? So I need to swap these guys around. You need access to both. You need access to this line, which isn't going to work. Which isn't going to work. Nope. Nope, that isn't going to work. Because you're the same. You are the carbon copy of that. You're expecting... Yeah, there's no way you can reach over to get that one. You're the only one that can do the two because of the other hump. Okay, so just swap them back around. So this one needs to go that way, and you somehow need to connect to that one. Okay, the puzzle deepens. Elaine, hello, good evening. I hope you are having a good day. You need to connect to this, so I need to reconnect this thing back here before I forget. Because I can't even come down with this one. Okay. D&D players are really enjoying it. Awesome. That is a good thing. Can we do that and then bring this one up and loop it around and connect? Yep, I think that's the best we're going to do that. We're going to have to do the same for this one, I think. So you're going to have to go 2 further. And come up by 2. And do that. So that this guy can come along to wherever he needs to go to. You are a single one, so you're fine. You are a single one, so you're fine. Okay. Okay. So, beautiful spaghetti. Beautiful spaghetti. So, the next one we need is plates, which are here. Where are electronic circuits? They are there. Okay, we don't need polymer. Came too far. Unfortunately, I have no real choice because of the limitations of the balancers can only balance one way. There's no triple balancers, which would fix the problem if there was a triple balancer, but there is not. So, okay, right after that is circuit boards. And then the final one is whatever the hell this is. What is this? This is, hang on. Nope. 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 This one is circuit boards. That's not circuit boards. Who said that was circuit boards? What? Why? Who said that? Who said this is circuit boards? Like that. Okay, it comes down and then they poke up wherever they need to poke up. Nice and easy, job done. Fantastic. Okay, so we can then get rid of all of these under here. Oh, I removed the power pole. That was not intentional. I do need power in here, but there you go. Okay, so now slope down. We do that one, 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 and that one. And then we get rid of two either side. If only somebody previously would have told me that putting my balancers on the wrong side of the lines was a bad idea. Only somebody had told me that. There we go. And now we are alive and kicking again. Whee! Awesome. Okay. I know you did. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Let me eat some more cold veg now. Elaine, you're supposed to have the foresight to know that I'm doing something really stupid and tell me about it, so that I can ignore it and do it anyway, and then you can say I told you so later. So right now, Shadow has the I told you so hammer. So yeah. Tag, hello, good evening. Yes indeed, 1.1 million profit. We still haven't moved from last place, but yeah. So we should be getting 7-8 million a week now. So yeah, fantastic. Okay, food has been consumed. Excellent. Cool, cool, cool. We just why the sales of stored products. Sales per hour, sales platform. Galactic sales. Why is this up and down? Why is this not stable? What? I don't know how to deliver. I don't know how to deliver robots. Is that what you mean? I should have put these in a much better order. The time order was a dumb thing. Or I need a signpost with the bot that's on it, like in a big ginormous. I need to be able to put down the signs somewhere and have an image on here. That would be nice. I could put map pins down. That would also work. Another thing I need to, right? It's not you. I thought they were quite quick. They're 10. Yeah. So yeah. There are signs I can make with names, but I still have to you know, get fairly close to them. And I don't want to do that. I want to. If I'm going to get close to them, I might as well look at the images and be like, aha. Here, this one. Right, what's wrong with this one? Why are you not producing enough? Wait, let's calculate this one. Hold on. 12 a minute. First time using ChatGPT. Did you? There was a thing, I can't remember where I saw it, but people have been taking a photo of themselves and asking ChatGPT or Gronk or whatever things that to give me this image back. Don't make any changes, and they run it through. The result they then put back through again, and they do it 30 times. And oh god, are those things biased? Oh dear, are they biased? You either end up coloured or Asian every single time. Just like, oh, okay. Yeah, so this, right, so 12 a minute, 12 times 5 is 60, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you should be producing 60 a minute. Is it just that we're selling too many of them? Are we selling too many of them? Right, so it's not that we're selling too many of them, it's that whole thing of that this sales platform has a lower priority is rubbish. Because look, the demand is 4,224. Apparently our supply route isn't enough to fit demand, but the sales platform is still selling them. They should be 100% going to Galactic Sales. None should go to the sales platform. That's why we keep running out and then can't do the Galactic Sales. This is what I was worried about before. I was worried that the sales platform would eat into the ones that I want for the Galactic thing. So, yeah, how strange, right? Transport bots, you're going to become stupid expensive, so no one buys you. And if they do, they're an idiot. Let's look at any other ones. Are any other ones not being stable? So you're being stable. It's fine. So 1,034, 1,034. That's fine. Yeah. 422 per hour. 60 times 60. 60 times 60 is we're only making 3,600. So we're not actually making enough to do the demand here. So we're not making enough bots to keep up with the sales, yet stuff is still being sold on the platform. All the rest is stable right now. The screen bots are not, again, being sold on the platform, even though we don't have enough. We just have enough to make the route. Yeah. So the sales platform, I'm just going to cap the price up on all of them, which means it's probably going to tank our profits. For things. But I only want them selling on the sales platform if, at a last resort, basically. Oh, wow. Right, screenbot, go there. Oh, mining drop. Planter drone hasn't leveled up yet. Science bot has leveled up. Combat drone has leveled up twice. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do that. That's probably going to affect our profit. Our profit will drop because not many people are going to be buying them for the platform. But I don't want them buying the platform because they sell for more. So at the sales platform, hold on, let me look here. Transport bot, they are selling for 36 a go. Whereas if I sell them on the galactic map, they're selling for 35 a go. So only if I put the sales platform out to plus 50% do we catch up with it. So yeah, we'll do that and we'll hoard the bots. And then our profits will probably drop. I reckon our profits will probably drop because we're not selling as many items because nobody wants them. But we can then get more on the galactic market, the galactic map, and sell more off into the world. So, okay, and we're not actually making enough transport bots to keep up what we're doing right now. Yeah, so cool. You fixed the factory. Is it working again? Triple everything. Excellent. That's a very old Factorio saying, is it? Figure out how many you need and then double it. Telaxite? What about it? I'm not stalling on the Telaxite, but we are going to do robot parts now. The whole point of moving this around was so that we could do robot parts instead. So, but I'm not stalling on the Telaxite at all. No. We're just other things are happening. Yeah. So, speaking of which, let's do this. So we need 85 of these. 3 rows, 85 long. So this will have 2. How much input do we want? Robot parts, where are you? How many robot parts do we actually need? Come on, where was that? Where was that? Let me take this off somewhere else. So 1,800, right. Robo parts. New. Oop. Oop. And it doesn't really matter, but outputs wants to be robot parts. which I'm sure on this list somewhere, but I'll be damned if I even know what they look like. I think they've got a cog, a golden cog in them. There. We want 1,800. Pop. Okay. That is... We need one line each of electronic components. That's what I was looking at, whether I could share a line between two of them, and I think I can, but I can't here. I can't share the component. This could be shared because if you split that in two, so that would be shared between two of them, and then we'd have another one on there. Because if I did two lines, just one line and then ran it up with a gap in between, it would end up level with the oil all the way down there. Now, I don't know how big the Tluxite's not going to be all that big of a build. It's going to be long, but it's not going to be that way. We have a tank for it already. We have a tank for it already there. But the Tluxite's going to be here, and it's going to be 70 long. It's 70... Let's put that into its own little thing as well, shall we? So CPUs, where are CPUs? We need 360 CPUs, so... $360. Put on. That is 90 chemical processors. And the chemical processors are this. I am not building any science packs at all. That's something else I want to do, but that's going to come later. I thought it was those ones. No, they're casting machines, so it's these ones. So it's going to be not this sort of a gap because we don't need in between there, but even if they was right next to each other, it's chemical processors for the CPU. So we need the wafers. We need to do 18 casting machines producing the wafers. We need 9 arc furnaces, which is all going to be here. So we're going to... I want to transport the ingots. Like send them up to the station and bring them back down again. If we can. Can we even do that? Are we allowed to do the Tluxite ingots? Let's see if the plan falls apart already. Yes, we can. Let's do that. Hold on. So Tluxite ingots we want to do. We can do that. That's there. So the idea would be we will at the Tluxite veins mine it all, smelt the rubble into ore, advance smelt the ore into ingots, and then ship the ingots over to here, break the ingots down in an arc furnace to the liquid Tluxite into casting machines. That was my plan. We need 9 arc furnaces. So this is not in the right place actually, because this is not going to be here. This is going to be a standard storage for... We're going to have a actual station landing pad here. Dropping the Tluxite off, and then it goes through arc furnaces to a tank here, and then we have to have, after that tank, we have to have 18 casting machines. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that long. So we go to there for casting machines. Then after this, we need 90 chemical processes. Polymer also has to come in, and alumic acid has to come in. The acid is here, right next door. So the acid can just tap off that and come in. That's not a problem. We can tap off that, whatever. The acid can come in. But then we need 90 of those there. and they are 7 long. So if we start at this point here, roughly, let's go down to 250 to be safe. So 250 and then 7, right, so we need 90 of them. 90, wrong 90 divided by 2 is 45, times 7 is 315. Take 250 because we're minus 250 here. It means we go down to 65, which, if I'm not mistaken, is 65 not where the chemical process, this starts? We go down to minus 65, so we go down to here, which we can't do. Well, we kind of can because this is above it. Not by very much though. So we might have to split the hellothere into 2 bands. Which then means I can't put that in there, because this is going to end up going down to wherever it was, minus 300 or something. It ends up, to get 90 of them in, ends up like here somewhere or something stupid. But then again, it might work because we're only coming to here. I don't know if this is going to fit into here, because I didn't expect the robot parts to require 250 assemblers. The robot parts requires 255 assemblers. Good night, Shadow. Sorry, I missed that there. Have a good one. Make it a big, long, deep trench. I was thinking about doing it above it, like raising the robot parts above. So, Rob, hello, good evening. Hope you're having a good day today. Above the bot assembler. What, over there? I can share one. So if I split it in 4, and we were to stagger them, which would add a little bit more to them, but then we could share this line here. We wouldn't be able to put electronic components, it would have to be polymer on that one. But we could share those. Electronic components would have to be individual for each line, because the demand for them is much higher than the rest. So if we did that, 255 divided by 4 is 63. We'll round it up to 64. 64 times 4, because we're going to add an extra point there. So it's 3 for the machine and 1 for a split. Makes it 256 long. We're starting at minus 40. So 256 plus 40 takes us to 296. Minus 296. That's here. I feel like that's longer than the 3 lines. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Have I messed up my calculations? Which is something I never do. Never ever do. Never make mistakes like that. 255 divided by 3 is 85. Well, that's 255, isn't it? Because you times it by 3 again to get things. So 255 plus 40 takes it to 295. So 3 lines is 1 tile shorter than 4 lines, but being staggered. Squirrel! Just woke up and it's nearly lunchtime. It's just got midnight here, so So 3 lines with individual stuff is less than 4 lines, but having to put a line in it so I can just share a belt. So it would be thinner, but would be longer. That is so weird. 64 times 4 is 256, yeah. Plus 40, 296. So it would make it thinner by, well, 4 lines sharing about would be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 14, 15, 17 times 2. Whereas the 3 lines that don't share belts are 30 wide because it's 10. So if you don't share the belts, actually putting in the extra belts uses less factory floor space than sharing belts because you have to stagger them. That's so weird. That it just feels wrong to me, but the numbers add up. The numbers add up. That is so weird. You'd have thought that because you're sharing a belt here, so this would be, you'd have to be this long here because we'd have to have electronic components. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 times 2 is 34. Yep. Whereas if I did this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 times for 3 belts, not only would it be 1 tile shorter, it would be 4 tiles thinner. It just feels wrong that sharing a belt uses more space than not sharing a belt. It's just so weird. What's the 1 tile in between? Yeah, fantastic. Right, okay then. So we'll just do 3 of those then, and make them go to 295 down there. And then I need to do 4 rows of that. So we're going to 295. We're going to 295, 295, 226, whatever. There. The Tlux site will land. The 9 arc furnaces should be able to fit in that gap there. But then do we need 9 arc furnaces if we're doubling it in size? But I can't double it in size, because if I double it in size, that means we'd have 2 tanks of Tluxite here, which would be going out to 31. So we go out to here, this line here, and this line here, which is all 385. Where's 385? Because I need to put in some things. I need to put the Tluxite and the robot parts both here. It's got to be on the end of the bus for things. So it either needs to go above or below. But that's why I'm looking at trying to figure out. So if it's 385, that's here. That's where that row is there. So that won't work. So they would run into each other. So these would have to go up, or that would have to go down. I think I'd rather bring these up. You'd have like one ship that would land here, to output the stuff to the arc furnaces. The arc furnaces would output to maybe even just the one tank in the center here. And then that can go out to 4 lines of these. We go out to 4 lines of 22, 23 of those. I do only have one input. You do not have any chemical processes in you. No. Don't need distillation towers. They don't need to be spaced out this much. They can be clamped right up against each other. More importantly, they only require one input, which will be one on the end. There being 7 for one. If we rotated them 90 degrees and had 2 were back to back, so they share. We have that one there with a gap in between, so they share a line. That means they become 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 for 2, rather than 14 for 2. I still won't squeeze into here. Yeah, okay, we'll put the bots above. Right, so how high do we want to go? We want to go above these, which is here at the very least. So we want to go and put our things in at height 142. Okay, we need to go up to 142, which means we're going to have to do something very weird with the coming off the bus. We'll have to go down underneath, then come back up again. Because we're going to need these guys to be there. So it's going to have to come down off and then come back up again to join them, and then this is going to have to go down, which means they're going to be pushed back slightly. And the question is, will we miss that power line as well? That work there. Is this got a 10 gap? 11. It's got a 14 gap. Okay, that's fine. We can miss that power pole. This one's awkward. We might have to raise that power pole up and then have it go down to that one there. We might have to live on a platform. Jeez, 255 of them. 255 of them. Okay, right. I have an idea. It's a brilliant idea. One of the best ideas in the history of ideas. This needs to go here. You go to there and then go down to there, and I bet you can't connect to it because it's too far away. This is not even a surprise, to be entirely honest. Emble, hello, good evening. Good evening even. There. I hope you're having a good day. Can do that. Okay. So what I want to do is not actually have these here. I want to start them further back. But I'm thinking if we did six, unfortunately 85 doesn't divide by anything other than 5 and kind of itself. 7 doesn't divide by 7. Because what I'm thinking is we do like 5 of them, and we go up one level, do 5, go up one level, do 5, up one level, you go. We only want to get up to 45, don't we? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So actually 85 divided by 5 means we would do 17. We do 17 and go up by 1, and 17 up by 1. But I need to make sure we are up high enough by the time we get down there. 17 seems like a lot. And it's a weird number. 17's a weird number. What if we just did 10? What if we literally, like I did 5 here on the lower row, because we need to move some of this around because I want to get into this box. And I can't do that because the stuff's going to come down and be in the way, so we have to figure out a way to do something with a box. Then we do like 5, so just get rid of that one there, for instance. No space in my inventory. What a surprise. Get rid of the maintenance drones, we do not need those. Get rid of the Mach 2 belts. Obviously power here, don't we? So let's get that there. Right, okay. So if I was to get rid of that, I also want to change up this. I want polymer to be here, and then I want the electrical opponents on their own belts. Power this again and just get them running and emptying. Also, you can consume some of my stuff that I have on me just to empty my inventory out a bit more as well. Thank you. I need to get some more assemblers, like lots of assemblers. Get all the assemblers. So Well, the reason for that is that you are only making 8 a minute. So yeah. So if we went 5 like this, and then we had a yeah. Do that. No, don't break that off yet. We'll break that in a minute. So we'll do that, and then we'd have a slope up there, and then this one would come along. It would be 30. Probably want it to be 32, don't I? If it's 10, we're going to have a line there. I don't want a gap between the lines just to make sure, wouldn't I? So I need to go. So how big? This is 10, isn't it? So this wants to be 10 here and 10. Oh, that is 10 there. Okay, and then leave a gap there and do 10 here, which is there. So this actually wants to expand that to there, and actually doesn't want to be a strip there either. That leaves one gap either side. So you would come to there. Okay, and then this would go out however many long it needs to go. Connects to that one there. Beautiful. That's the power system connected, so I can disconnect this here now. And then we do another floor of them here. Actually, I could have the up belts inside. If I did that, we'd have to clear out those two there. That's fine. And that would also be an up belt, and this one would be a down belt. And then we copy that, and then that would go there. And we'd have 10. And we'd go up by 1, do 10, up by 1, do 10, up by 1, but do 10. It'd be different, and it would clear our place out at the end for the stuff can go underneath it down there. But also, it means we're back on this level here, so I can put a box in here. So when they are returning down here, we could have them come up, go over, go down into this box. So the return from this side, which would be this one here, would have to go up, over, then come down like that. The one this side would have to do the same, because there's going to be a belt coming in there. It would have to go up, over and down, but it can't do that. It is 2 belts we need of robot parts. So this has to have two outputs on it that go along and then join the belt over there. No, I'm limiting myself on space kind of on purpose. I don't have to. I don't have to do this. We could absolutely change things up and have this somewhere else. It could go out further. It could live over there, which I might do. I might actually make this box. I know these boxes are living here and they're outputting over there, but I might get this box to live over there because we're doing 3 lines, which means I'd have to have... I can't have 3 boxes. I'd have to have 1 box, obviously. But 1 box can't have all 3 lines connecting to it because there's just no way I can do the logistics of getting the belt over the top into this box in its current situation. So if I'm going to move it out by 1, I might as well move it all the way over there to wherever robot parts are going to be. Let's take you out. You shouldn't be there anymore. Let's say robot parts would actually be that one because the next one is this one's going to be CPU, and CPU should come in before that. It should come in like there somewhere. So robot parts are actually going to be the last one on the line. So like here. So we could absolutely run stuff out like this. Don't have the space to pick that all up in there, but I do have the ability to I don't have the ability to make another logistics container, so that's fine. Okay, we need 2 lines of this stuff as well. We need 2 lines of it. Okay, so we'll do our spirally thingamabobby thing here. Yeah, that's what we can do. So we can go up by 1 there. Oh no, T up by 1. Go along there. This one. Pretty spiral. Nice. There we go. Okay. However, it's not gonna work. Well, actually, it'll have to do that. It'll have to do that. Okay. It'll have to do that. Because I can't put that loader in on top of that one there. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And then you guys can come out. Just kind of... You can reach to there. The next one will reach in here. You can do... and then you go in from that side there, and then all we have to do is when we come down from the splitter things, we have to do something a bit different because there's going to be a belt coming in here which messes up this. But there's so many limitations I cannot do here that I know of. Maybe what if I swap them round? So what if instead of this being the output, this is the input, and And that one's the output. So it will go along here like this, and then turn in. We go slip down. Oh no. No. Not that. Grab the polymer off there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I had that right first time round. I'm really starting to question if I know what I'm doing. Really starting to question if I know what I'm doing. You go down there. You come up here. Okay? You're going to be electronic components. Let's plug the electronic components in and find out where are electronic components. Electronic components are here. Okay, boom, like that. Then here we would have an input of electronic components. So again, that goes to there. This is an output which goes past the electronic components and into there. Do. Okay. There'll be 3 lines here. 1, 2, 3. There'll be a machine there. There will then be a line that comes out here, which is our final plug for the there. Then there'll be a line which goes this way into here, which is also electronic components, like that. Okay, so electronic components got 3 outputs. Now the biggest problem is these 3 lines here are going to interfere with our coming down off the electronic components, because this needs to go up by 3 here, which means you can't run a belt under there because that one is blocking it. So I would have to extend this slightly, okay, which is easy. This line would go here. You will sit there. You will have a line which comes out here. Remove these, please. A line that goes out here. And we'll connect to that one there. And then line that goes in here, which is the electronics, like that. Okay. Which means this line, which needs to be polymer, machine parts, or whatever. So advanced machine parts. Oh, I could have left it as it was. Could have left it as it was. I'm going to put it back to where it was. I'm going to put it back to the way it was, because machine parts are on this side of the thing, and I didn't realise that. There we go, machine parts. Okay. Right, that's okay. That brings it back down to the size it was originally. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. Is not a problem. Oop. Okay. Copy you. Put you there. Put in the floor again that I removed. We have a line which will go out here, which will connect to that one there, And then we have a line which comes out here to electronic components, which are there. Okay. And the reason that'd be fine is because you are going to do that, and then you want to be this one, and you can go under that belt because as it's coming down, it's clear, no problem. Excellent. Okay. And then you want to be actually you want to be that one, don't you? Yep. Let's get rid of that. That's not needed anymore. You want to be thermalite because the thermalite's the first one, and then this one wants to be polymer boards, which is the one just after it, because otherwise they will muck about with each other. Doop and doop. Okay. The plan is coming together. That works. That clears that there. You are too far. We won't want too far with you. That's okay. Oh no, hang on. No, you are no. I didn't go one too far with you. I'm screwing everything up now. Okay. Your electronic components. Your electronic components. And your electronic components. That. There we go. Right. These three will be, the first one's going to be that one, advanced components. The second one is going to be thermalite plates. No, that one's going to be thermalite plates. The second one is going to be polymer board. No, there. Awesome. Right, copy you, put you there. Oof. Right, you should be no, that's not going to work. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's going to mess up connecting to this one. You've got to be the furthest one away, and then the second one, and then the closest, which means I do have to have a 2 gap in between them because of the spacing. I think this is why I did polymer separately and then did that there. I'm mixing up my builds. The reason I want to put electronic components on its own belt is because these are sharing a belt. But we're not doing that. We're not sharing the belt. So I don't need to do that. The electronic components can go on any one of these. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm thinking. I really don't know what I'm thinking of doing this. So let me Yeah, it's right. Because I was invested in trying to get them to share this three wide belt, I was going to have this line and this line share it. And then we discovered that that won't work because we then have to have 4 lines of them instead of 3 lines of assemblers. So, yeah. But I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that because I'm not doing it. So I don't need to have the individual line be that, because the reason the individual line needs to be the I don't blame you, Elaine. I've even confused myself. But yeah, so we need 255 assemblers to make the robot parts. The thermalite is 1.4 and the polymer is 1.4 of the fastest belts. So if we shared them, that's fine, because this would be split into 2 and this would be split into 2. But we can't split that into 2 because 2.81 divided by 2 is not lower than 1. So we'd have to divide that by 3 or 4 or something. But I'm going to put a belt for each individual item. So there'll be 4 belts anyway. So I don't need to have electronic components be its own belt on the side. It can be anywhere. It doesn't matter. So what I need to do instead is literally have the offload. So this is fine. Having the offload come like this is fine because it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect anything because it's not messing about with there. So if we have the returns here, which go along and connect to this one here, this is fine. These ones are absolutely fine, because nothing we have is beyond. Nothing we need to take off the bus is beyond this point. The furthest item back is this one here, so this won't affect that in any way, shape or form. Okay, so what we need to do is grab this, and this needs to go to the furthest item back we want to filter or want to pick up from the bus, which is polymer boards. Then this one wants to go back to the next one, which is thermalite. Then this one wants to go back to the next one, which is electronic components. And then this one on this side goes back to advanced. Now the problem to that, however, is that if I put in the downward connections for this, so that's there connecting to that one, that's fine. But okay, this belt here, which is going to be our furthest one out, cannot go because it hits the down of the one before it. So I need to spread these all out by 2. They need a 2 gap in between here and there. Because the downward slopes are 2 tiles wide. So that's the problem I've come across. In order to get this and take the items off the bus the way we want them, I've got to do that. I was looking at whether there's a different order I could pick to do them, but I don't really think there is. Because no matter where I go, this one's always going to run into this one, even if it was the very first one. If this was the advanced circuits, I don't think that would help. I can try it. I can try it and find out. So let's So if we went this one went the furthest away. Okay, it went to which would be polymer, wouldn't it? There. Okay. Then this one that comes in would go to polymer. There. Okay. Then we do the rest like this. So this one would be thermalite. This one would be electronic components, and this one would be advanced things there. So we have that connected to there, we have that connected there, we have that connected there, we have that one connected there. Okay. So that means your input is the polymer, correct? Okay. Which means you then go to the next one, which is there. This will work. This will work. There you go. Just had to change the order. The sequencing needed to be different. We need different sequence calculations. That's all we needed. Don't know what you're still doing there. You can go away. You're the only one coming down there, so that's you. 1, 2, 3. You. That. Okay. And then this one will be the same. It will have 3 belts. Oh, reverse the belts. So the first one will be that advanced circuits. The next one will be advanced machine parts, right? Then it'll be circuits. Then it'll be thermalite, because you're getting your polymer on this one here. So polymer, that's why I did polymer as a separate line, because although I've reordered the bus, it's not. It's still in the similar order to what it was before, so that must be why I did polymer. See, past me knew what was going on. Current me doesn't have a clue. All I know is that I'm doing this because it's important, and I'm definitely not avoiding doing the teluxite. One, two, not enough space in the character metric, really. There you go, sort. 2, and you are 1, 2. And you go. So we connect the polymer. Oh, oh. And there. So polymer. Thermalite, electronic components, advanced components, polymer, thermalite, electronic components, okay, so thermalite, electronic components, advanced components, polymer. Thermalite, electronic components, advanced components, polymer. Thermalite, electronic components, advanced components, polymer. Why no polymer? Why no polymer? Because it's broken. There we go. I did figure it out. I did figure it out, and it's all to do with the ordering coming on or off the bus. Oh, no. Nope, I need to do upward slope. One there. One, 2, 3, and then one there. 1, 2, and 3. Well, I just ran out of jetpack fuel. Yoink. Yep, right. Okay. And then all we have to do is we have the intakes. Nope. Like that. I'll put them in the center. I'm actually going to change these as well. It's going to be easier for me to remember if I put them all in the same place. So the mediums go in the middle. Okay, and then you're going to be puts. Inputs. We're in the wrong place. How dare you? That. Then you should be inputs as well. And then they're all bubbling. They're all bubbling. They're all bubbling. Awesome. Okay. See if he's noticed what the one that was out of line. Yeah. Okay. And so this is 34, which surprises me, but not really. So we want to go like maybe 34 by 34. Oh, no, yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah, so it's all in place now. It's all in place. Okay. So I should be able to copy this, and I need to do 10 of these. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I want to go not 34, it's 34 by 33. Okay. Need to replace that with it down. And that is replaced with that as well. Right. Ba-doop. I've gone one too short there, that's okay. Ba-doop. Then we'll have a downslope. Like that. Alright, I also need to grab more those. Okay, so let's start with an odd one then, shall we? And these are going to be all inputs. And we'll start over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then another 10. Doop. Doop. Nope. Once you get the initial layout down, actually building the factory is easy. And then the outputs. Do. You're right, it would be easier with blueprints, but blueprints aren't part of the game. When they add blueprints to the game, I'll absolutely use them. You appear to be a little bit on the drunk side. Okay. And then are you insinuating that I'm being slightly hypocritical? Okay, so this is 34. I am going to go 33. There. Okay, so the faster mining mod is for streaming purposes because it's really boring watching somebody dig holes for 2 hours. Okay, so that's my justification of that one. I should put these in first, actually. Copy over here. And the only other mods that I have, obviously the planet mod, but that could be a website separately. Factorio's got its own version of it, stuff like that, so that's, you know, there. And I have the auto queue research, which they also bring into the game anyway. So yeah. So I modded the game for your benefit, I'll have you know. Oh, we're running out of assemblers. I haven't seen... Oh, Urkel, you mean? Oh, yeah. It's really weird because there's an Urkel for Foundry, which is an E, and there's also an Urkel for the crust, who's an I. So yeah, I got the Earth one too. I have got the Earth one too. That is true. That is true. But that's not really a game-changing mod, is it? Let's be honest with you. The terrain one, the faster mining one, yes, that absolutely is. I know that. But that is entirely for your benefit. It's not just for me. It's not because I get bored of it. Definitely not. Definitely not. But there'll be more stuff coming there. So yeah. Removing used oil from the patch. That actually is that's a bug. It should be removed. Oil should be removed when it's consumed on the map. Because oil is exactly the same as any other ore patch. If you consume an ore patch, it disappears from the map, but oil doesn't. So that's actually a bug. And you know, I have no idea if that's confirmed or not. But when I was installing the mod, that was the whole kind of principle behind it. But it may not be confirmed. I don't know. But I would assume it's a bug because other places disappear. So yeah. Yes, and we all know what happens to games when they add features that players don't like Site Tectonica. Right, what do I want? I want more of these guys. Those guys. We're going to need more flooring as well, aren't we? Let's grab the rest of the front from here. Thank you. But yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it is confirmed as a bug or not, but it definitely feels like a bug. Like you consume an oil patch up, but it still shows on the map. That definitely feels like that's unintended. But again, another mod that is just, it's a simple quality of life feature. So yeah. But no, I know I'm being entirely hypocritical by going the whole, well, I'm not going to use blueprints because they're not part of the base game. He says playing a modded game. Devs are well aware of it. Well, if a mod can patch it out, come on, devs. All you have to do is open that mod and rob the code from inside it, and no one will ever know. Although you can happily cite the whoever made the mod. There's 99% of people that do that sort of thing, if it gets rolled into the game, are happy about it. Yeah. How many oil patches doing? I have absolutely no idea, and I'm almost afraid to go and look. Because I have a feeling some of them are going to track down. They are still showing on the map, though. He says. Right, well, that one's no longer working. I can tell you that. But hey, look, because I have a mod that takes the oil patches off there, it lets me know, so I don't have to go and check it to find out if it's going to run out or not, or if it's dead. So that one's dead. This one's dead. Uh-oh. 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 That one's still going. Yeah, oil might be struggling a bit. I really need to get some research going to get pump jack efficiency going. Free oil. Yeah, we are desperately running low on oil. Need to go around and tap into like about 20 of them at once. I think we need 8 of them just to get the factory going. Like, we need 8 nodes worth of we figured out with the speed of the ships and things. We need like 8 ships landing and taking off. Which is interesting, so we've only got like 6 landing pads, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 landing pads. And I need 8, I think, to make the thing work perfectly. But that was going to be tapped into the thing directly, so... The hell? Go away, moth. Go away. What are you doing in here? Windows are closed. What are you doing in here? There you go. Okay. So there's 25, 50 to go. 50, 60, 70, 5, no, 60 to go. Ew. And I'm going to run out of in the slopes. Oh, hello. Ah yes, the electronic components. I didn't do the let's do that as well. I don't want this dying whilst I'm building it and then I'd be like, something is broken. Well, it's not, it's just that I haven't finished building the initial connection. So there are things I need to do, however. The things I need to do are disconnect you. Oh, they're still loading on the other side. Ah, that's okay. That's okay. Disconnect you. And I think that's the only two we have that are doing that. Yeah. So you need to come along. And go down to here. Now the awkward thing is that I messed up this, didn't I? So you actually need to connect to that one. And you're going to connect to one further on. Whatever, we'll figure that out later. Connect you up. Reconnect you up. We come here, so we get rid of those two. We put a balancer in. Yep, they're still on the other side, that's fine. Then you two put a balancer in there. You we already fixed. Yes, we did. Awesome. Okay. Balancer there. Balancer, and isn't there a fifth line? There is a fifth line. Up. Do 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 do. Okay. We'll do the same here for all these. Okay, same here as well. Two up one. Oop. Then I run the belt along here. Nope, don't run it in a straight line because it will go over the top of them. I don't want that. To here. Okay. So there. Go to where you're going to. Then one there. You go to where you're going to. Oops. Do that. And then one there. You should come along, connect to there. You should come along, connect to there. Okay, and you're constantly feeding the bottom belt, which means the top belt should end up with very few on it. I probably should have gone through and flipped all the switches to always feed the downward one, but I haven't. I've left them all kind of balanced at the moment, so yeah. So yeah, we're basically using the entire belt already. This, what we're going to build here, is going to use half the belts, half the electronic component belts. Just this here. This is where most of it goes. Most of it goes into here. So this is what I'm thinking. I should probably flip those switches on them to have them feed always down to the bottom. But I think we'll be alright, if I'm honest with you. I think we'll be alright. We'll leave it. We can always flip them later. That's fine. Always flip the switch later. So yeah, we've basically used the whole belt already. And this isn't even half built. This is 25 out of 85. So yeah. We are going big. We are going big. Okay. 34 by 33. You say that, but we're not mining enough resources for the blasted machines to keep up. So what they're going to do instead is just starve to death. So I guess that's something else I'll have to do before I can get around to doing the Lux site. Can't believe it. I can't believe there's even more that has to be done. That's wrong. That's wrong. Do 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 do. Oop, no. No. He's not enough belts. Unfortunately, I don't think we're actually producing enough belts to keep up with the demand that I'm building them at. Do 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 do. Boop. Do 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 do. Okay, right now. Intakes. The mod that increases the I did see that there is a mod by Urkel loading up, which is nuclear explosive, which seems like fun. There are many things that seem like fun. Mine into a vein to every point on the vein, you know, every mining point on the vein, and put one at every single point. So if there's like 14 points, put one at every one of those mining points, then fly outside and press the button to detonate the lot. And hope the game doesn't give up. Oh, missed one. I do also need to try using the actual laser from the station to just dig out a vein. Right, just right, here we go, laser, let's go. Dig out as much of it as you can. Okay, and then outputs. Lob chips. You want to basically unlock them very early game, and then just go, I need to make my way down to the lava tubes. Click. Wow. Okay, there's 35. Still not even halfway there yet. So I need to carry at least 11,000, 12,000 on me. don't do that. Oh. Dear. Oh. Bump. 33. Oop. Let's do the next one as well. I know I have to take out some bits and pieces, so 34 by 33. Bump. There you go. Just frees up some of my inventory space because I can. One there, one there, one there. Also, it lets me back up and not fall off into oblivion. Oh yes, yeah, I saw there's someone who can do stack stuff, can't they? Can change the stack size of things. To be honest with you, the inventory management, although annoying, I don't find game breaking. Like nothing seems terrible in there. Yeah, no, nothing feels bad inside the inventory thing. You know, everything seems to stack to reasonable numbers. It makes sense for a lot of things. It makes no sense for other things. You know, like I can contain all these buildings in my pockets, as well as I can hold a shipping pad in my pocket. But then, obviously, they spoke to Steve, Minecraft, and he taught them how to do it. I just give you some resources. Where's somebody who needs hover engines? Where are hover engines when they're at home? Here. You need hover engines. You need hover engines. Let's give you the stuff because I've got loads of hover engines on me too. Empties the inventory there. Oh, there we go. Never did put down the burner generators, so that system was completely failed. Yeah. So the base of blasting machine in your pocket, but you can only host. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Although, how big is the base of blast? It doesn't tell you, does it? Blast machines don't actually tell you how big they are. They're 31 by 31, aren't they? And then like 5 tall. So yeah, that's more than 200. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, maybe if power flooring stacked to like 1,000. Maybe. The other thing that I don't get is that it's called building block, not called power flooring. I'm sure it was called power flooring at one point, but the icon is a flat plate. These are not a flat plate, they're 1 meter cubes. Yeah. Still, one day we would eventually get decorative flooring. That can transmit power. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. There is another mod as well that lets you drag your bus. Like if you've built these here, you can click and drag and it will build like 5 belts in a row. which I thought was intriguing. Another advantage of putting that in there is I can do this. I can drag the belts out and not worry about where they're going to end up, because I know that's as far as they'll go. So this little thing, and all I have to do is trim off the ends. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's 10 to 2 and the yawnies have started. That actually doesn't make any sense, because I slept in this morning. This morning was one of those ones of being like the whole, my alarm went off. Oh, just give me 5 more minutes, it'll be fine. And then my other alarm goes off, which tells me, hey, you need to go to work now. And I'm still laying in bed. Like, oh. Alright, let's move. Do. Oh. Infinite. Yeah, there is a mod by Primal who comes to the streams every now and then. I haven't seen for a while actually, so I hope he's doing okay. That changes the loader speed, and I was like, why would you need to? The loaders appear to be infinite, so why would you need to? But I guess they're not. But it might be because he's also got a mod that does stupid fast belts, like ridiculously fast belts, which I think they actually put a hard limit on now. I seem to remember one of the patch notes saying something like there was a hard-coded limit on the speed of a belt could be, because if you go too quickly it messes with the tick rate of the game, and the belt ends up going much slower than a normal belt would be because it can't actually move the items fast enough. It messes up, the items mess up on it. So okay, there we go. So there's 45, so we're just over halfway done. Okay, and we have to go back and refill every time it appears. Right. You take those. You can't take those because the box is full, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Okay. We're obviously not using any robot parts at all, so can I dump you in there? Yes, I can. Beautiful. There you go. Okay, so we need 1,200 fluorine, more belts. We need 60 loaders Mark 1, 60 loader Mark 2s, and 30 loader Mark 3s per block. So grab some more belts. I need 60 of those. I need 60 of those, which means I need to grab another stack of those. There you go. Put on. I need 30 of those, so we'll grab a stack of those. There you go. Okay. Can I actually dump you all back in there? And then go and grab 100, 100, 100. There you go. Okay, and then we need flooring. We'll grab the lot. We might do one ginormous flooring thing. Well, I can't do that. No. No. Oh. Oh, get rid of the polymer. Get rid of the light pole. Go 34 by 33. I need fuel. I've got 3,000. What's that? So we're at 40, right? So ignoring the starting 5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's it. That's as far as it needs to go. Okay. Cool. We've got 129 jetpack fuel. But that equates to 3,400, so. over here, isn't it? There. Boop. Boop and boop. Do your toe. And our slopes. Grab some conveyor belts as well, because we're going to need those. So, give me a stack of slopes, give me the rest of your conveyor belts so you don't have enough of them. Not that we're not making them, we are making them, it's just that there's only one machine making them. It's only making 32 a minute. And when they stack to 200. Not 10 minutes. What is that? What is that? What is that? That's 6 minutes for a stack. 6 minutes per stack. How many belts do we need here? 30. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15. 30 times 15. 450 belts per floor. We can do 2 more floors and they'll run out of belts. Boop. Go over underneath any of these places. Did I? I did not. Awesome. Okay. Missed one. Right. I didn't paste the right recipes on. Now where? There. Okay. Oh. Nah. Right, okay. So input. I think I'm going to have to call it quits in a moment. I'm definitely yawning like mad. Put in all the middle ones. Two. Okay. Get this row done. We'll get this floor piece done, and then which I'll call it quits. Oh god. Oh, we're missing you. What are you missing? Yeah, I thought I messed that all up then. Like I messed the spacing up on it. There we go. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's there we go. So they should all be churning away. They're all doing their thing. You're not doing your thing. I missed out on that there. Okay. Oh, there's one messed up down here. Yes, it's really good. Looks like piano keys, isn't it? Right. We can leave this here. I am clearly tired. I am yawning a lot. So yeah, we can leave this here. Okay, we still haven't got on to doing any Deluxe. Oh no, what a shame. I would definitely have to get to that in the next stream. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. We've only got 3 floors left to do here. That won't take very long. And then we can work on the Deluxe because we need CPUs, which is going to have to go in here and under here, and I hope this will be enough space for them. I'm a little concerned that it's not actually going to be enough space. We're going to split it into 4. Put the tank like in the centre here. Split it into 4. It might not be so bad. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave this one here. Stream 41. We'll be back. So interesting, when you save the game, all the stuff on the bells disappears. Cool. Okay. So yeah, we'll be back in Foundry on Sunday, I think. So tomorrow we're going back in the Crust. We'll start a new playthrough of the Crust. I'm thinking of just playing a very easy sandbox game, just because I want to unlock the things and do the stuff. Thank you, Wanderer. Thank you. To have a look at that kind of there, and then obviously Friday we'll be starting Final Fantasy 13 too, because I'm not going to go back and finish off all the Siege stuff and 100% Final Fantasy. Although I could, I don't know. I know whether I should complete 13 completely, or whether we should go. I think we'll go on to 13 too and just get the story done. Should that, yeah. And then obviously Saturday will be Elden Ring, which hopefully we can finish Elden Ring this Saturday. That'd be nice. And then Sunday we will come back into Foundry, and then alternate between Foundry and the Crust for the 5 days. So yeah. I'm going to bed. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I do hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun. Thank you.